When we examine populations with exceptional cardiovascular health and longevity, particularly certain Asian coastal communities with remarkably low rates of heart disease, we find dietary patterns that repeatedly include substantial seafood consumption. Now, while omega-3 fatty acids get most of the attention here, there's another compound in seafood and meat that deserves recognition for its cardiovascular benefits: taurine. And understanding taurine's role reveals something concerning about endogenous production and aging. Taurine is technically a conditionally essential amino acid, meaning your body can synthesize it, but synthesis capacity declines with age and may be insufficient to meet your needs. Taurine plays multiple cardiovascular roles. It helps regulate blood pressure through effects on the renin-angiotensin system. It has antiarrhythmic properties, helping maintain normal heart rhythm. It's involved in calcium homeostasis in cardiac cells, and it appears to have broader vascular protective effects beyond these specific mechanisms. The population evidence is compelling. Communities consuming substantial amounts of fish show lower cardiovascular disease mortality, and while omega-3s get credit, taurine content of these diets may be contributing significantly. Animal studies have consistently shown cardiovascular benefits from taurine supplementation, including improved cardiac function, reduced blood pressure, and decreased arterial stiffness. Human trials are more limited, but generally supportive. Here's the practical challenge. Taurine is found almost exclusively in animal products, with seafood, particularly shellfish, providing the highest concentrations. Meat contains moderate amounts. Dairy provides some. Plant foods contain essentially no taurine. And while your body synthesizes taurine from methionine and cysteine with the help of vitamin B6, this synthesis becomes less efficient with age and may not maintain optimal tissue concentrations, especially if you're not consuming taurine dietarily. For those interested in supplementation, and this might be particularly relevant for older adults regardless of diet, doses showing cardiovascular benefits in research typically range from 500 to 2,000 milligrams daily. Taurine supplementation appears quite safe with minimal side effects. It's worth noting that taurine is the active ingredient in many energy drinks, though I wouldn't recommend those as a taurine source given their other components and sugar content. The synergy with omega-3 fatty acids is particularly interesting. Both support cardiovascular health through different but complementary mechanisms. Populations consuming fatty fish get both compounds together, which might explain why seafood consumption shows such robust cardiovascular benefits beyond what omega-3 supplements alone provide. This suggests that focusing solely on omega-3s while ignoring other seafood components like taurine might miss important aspects of cardiovascular protection. For vegetarians and vegans, taurine deficiency is a real concern, though it often goes unrecognized because the effects develop gradually. Reduced cardiovascular function, increased blood pressure, impaired exercise tolerance, these could all relate to suboptimal taurine status. Supplementation becomes essentially mandatory if you're avoiding all animal products and care about cardiovascular longevity. The good news is that taurine supplements are affordable and widely available. The heart failure connection deserves mention. Some research suggests taurine deficiency may contribute to congestive heart failure, and supplementation has shown benefits in heart failure patients. While this is an extreme case, it illustrates how critical adequate taurine may be for cardiac function, especially under metabolic stress or disease conditions that become more common with age. There's also emerging interest in taurine's effects beyond the cardiovascular system, including potential benefits for metabolic health, exercise performance, and even longevity itself based on animal research. A recent animal study showed dramatic life extension with taurine supplementation, though whether this translates to humans remains unknown. The mechanisms proposed involve mitochondrial function and cellular stress resistance. What I find concerning is how little attention taurine receives in mainstream nutritional advice, despite its importance for cardiovascular health and its declining synthesis with age. For older adults, particularly those with any cardiovascular concerns or those avoiding animal products, ensuring adequate taurine intake or supplementation seems like a straightforward, low-risk strategy for supporting cardiovascular longevity. The evidence isn't yet definitive enough to make absolute claims, but the biological plausibility and existing research certainly suggest taurine deserves serious consideration in any comprehensive approach to healthy cardiovascular aging.